We don't have time to dwell on the last game because this one is a must-win game against a major divisional rival. After a disappointing performance against the Giants at home, we need to see a major turnaround from our defense that's now facing a team that reached the Super Bowl just last year. This 49ers lineup is so stacked with talent that going through each standout player would take all day. Simply put, they're a team brimming with stars. And to make things even tougher, we'll be without our first-round rookie Byron Murphy. We've recently faced two struggling offenses, but now it's the complete opposite as we're up against one of the most efficient units in the league. We can't afford any more excuses. With the division gap widening, it's time to prove to ourselves that we can still compete. Otherwise, a full-blown rebuild could be on the horizon with the trade deadline approaching. But the stage is set on another primetime game. Please subscribe for more Seattle Seahawks content as we are still in search of win number 1 here on our own turf. Let's not waste any time to get this thing going as we kick off against the Niners. Welcome to week 6, everyone, as the rookie Pearsall has a decent return to get the Niners offense going. Brock Purdy, is he a franchise quarterback or does he have all the pieces around him to make him successful? Either way, he wins games and protects the football, and he's off to a great start to the season. And I think we'll see tons of motion and all their playmakers lined up all over the field as Purdy throws, and it's intercepted! Taking it back is Rayshon Jenkins, being chased down. He's gonna house this for a pick 6 on the first play. Jenkins was all over that check down route, and Purdy still opted to take the chance, and he makes him pay for it. Great start for our defense, and this secondary struggled a ton against the Giants receivers, and it might help to add some pressure as Purdy's gonna loft this into the hands of Brandon Ayuk. He's gonna be one of many guys on this offense that we'll need to keep up with. Now Purdy going empty, zips this out quickly, Rodgers gets spun around, and Ayuk picks up another first down, taking this inside the Seattle 40. Now 2 running backs in the backfield. Purdy's gonna throw out of it and flips this to a wide open Ayuk to get them another new fresh set of downs. 2 plays later, defense trying to get off the field. Going man coverage, and Purdy's gonna beat it on the corner route for a touchdown. Backup tight end Cameron Latu beats Tyrell Dotson on the outside, as if they don't have enough weapons. Tie game as we have an exciting first quarter, but that's not the type of excitement we're looking for, as we luckily fall on that loose ball. Kevin Givens first one to get to Smith. As Smith has more time, heaves deep downfield and hits JSN to get it all back. Across the 50, and he loses the football. This time recovered by the Niners. Jair Brown knocks it out, and turning over the ball on that drive felt inevitable. Kyle Juszczyk checking in on this play, as the Niners look to cash in on that fumble. Hand off to McCaffrey. Big hole. McCaffrey in second gear. His biggest run of the day will launch them near midfield. This Niners offense is really beginning to find their groove, as this one goes back to McCaffrey. This time through the air and picking up a solid 6. Versatility makes him so dangerous, and it's being displayed in keeping our defense on their heels. And that's an easy conversion over the middle for another first down. Cameron Latu has made a significant impact early in this game. Launches over the middle again. Kyle Juszczyk snags it off the air, and he'll move the sticks once more. 2nd and long, everything going their way so far, except that time as they jump early, backing them up 5 yards. Final 15 seconds, and McCaffrey is gonna do it again, sprinting all the way past the 10 and getting all the yards back, and they'll reset the markers to start the second quarter. Purdy now, being chased, and we finally bring him down. Big Jarran Reed with his first of the year, and we needed that so badly. Purdy gonna scan downfield, trying to buy time, but it runs out. Jarran Reed back-to-back sacks, and this is the best our defense has looked since the first play of the game. And the Niners gonna continue this drive with a screen to McCaffrey. He'll get pushed out of bounds, and this drive will end with just 3. It really feels like our offense got bailed out after 2 fumbles and losing one, but that time Walker goes backwards. Javon Hargraves gives him no chance on that toss. Now 2nd and long. Geno drops back, has a man downfield, but it's underthrown and picked off. Talanoa Hufanga with the interception. And there's just no words for that. Lockett was open and the throw just never got there. This game is beginning to turn away where the Niners are controlling the pace. And they're seizing those opportunities as that's caught out in the open field by Deebo Samuel. Good tackle by Witherspoon, but we prefer better coverage. Now Purdy with a quick throw. Witherspoon gets bumped, and Ayuk is off to the races. He's gonna easily glide straight to the end zone for another Niners touchdown. Devin Witherspoon gets beat on 2 straight plays, but here's a miscommunication bumping into his own man. Then a natural pick once the ball was caught, and Ayuk was gone. And it only took 3 plays in less than a minute. Turnovers haunting us on 2 straight drives, and we need to get back to the basics as Charbonnet has space to run and good blocking by the guys up front to move the chains. We have to make more of these plays against this front 7 where we get rid of the ball quickly and possibly open up the run. As this pass is caught by Metcalf over the middle, the more we can keep this offense off the field, the better, but it's easier said than done against this defense. As JSN will corral the screen pass and jet his way across with the Seattle first down. Couple of plays later on 3rd down, Smith dropping back. He'll decide to step up and take off, sliding for the first, and this drive has been one of the best today, but can they finish with 6? Walker out in motion. Geno gonna go his direction. He's got space in front of him, and 3 Niners converge on him only for a gain of 4. 3 receivers to the left. It's a run with Walker, breaks a tackle and takes a huge hit, and he'll be just shy. Zach Charbonnet in on 3rd down. They give this to him, and he's hit from the side and short of the marker. Nick Bosa shuts it down, and the Seahawks will settle for a field goal. Myers kick from 44, and it slices too far right. Another missed field goal, and it remains a 10-point game. San Fran not letting up on this first half as they march past midfield on this drive. As McCaffrey gets a nice block, and this screen is going to convert for another new fresh set of downs. Makes you wonder how we got here after a pick 6 to start the game. As Woolen gets beat on the outside, and the Niners will add another 7 before the half. Jawan Jennings gets the best of the struggling Tariq Woolen on this one-on-one. I'm not even impressed with his speed if he can't cover anyone. Seattle still has some time to work with here, but they need to start moving the ball with urgency if they want to climb back into this game. As that's floated and into the arms of Lockett for probably the biggest conversion for our offense, still a long ways ahead. But that's a strike through the seams and Noah Fant will get them a lot closer. Seattle trying to create anything to work just to keep them alive for the second half. Now Smith looking, pressure coming, and down he goes. O-line getting manhandled as we skip to 3rd down. Lockett in the slot. Smith from under center. Launching it, and he has Metcalf open downfield, and he's got it for the touchdown. What a way to finish off the drive and end the first half for the offense on a positive note, as Metcalf returns the favor on that one-on-one coverage. The Niners are relentless. With under a minute, they are charging for more in the first half, as Purdy's pass is caught for another gain of 7. At this point, the best case scenario is a missed field goal, but Ayuk's catch here will get them a bit closer as they call on Jake Moody. This will be a straight-on kick from 52, and that one goes right through the middle, and good. That was an eventful first half, and a lot didn't go our way with broken coverages and turnovers, but it's still just a 2-score game, so if we can adjust and score quickly, we can run away with this one. After a nice game by DK, Smith will drop. Gonna take a deep shot, and he's got Smith and Jigba. This time he'll go out of bounds protecting the football. Already at the 33, Walker with the carry, and this run is going to be irrelevant because it's another Seahawks hold. Charles Cross the culprit on that mistake. Momentum on hold after the call. Lockett's going to try and get some of it back. Good blocking, kicks outside, and he'll turn the corner and get all of it back, and a late flag on the play. And that's going to be against the Niners for unnecessary roughing. Huge call there. 2 running back formation on 1st and goal. Going to Walker on the ground. Runs into a wall and he's only able to pick up a couple. 2nd and goal. Smith back under center. This time passing, and too much traffic there for the rookie Barner to hold on. Back to the 2-back set on 3rd and goal. Throwing again, but the pressure is too much before it gets to Lockett, and the Seahawks will try the field goal. And Myers' kick will make it a 10-point game. But the question remains if we can stop this high-powered offense, as Purdy drops, goes over the middle, and that's broken up at the last moment to force 3rd down. Elijah Mitchell is in on this play, as Purdy will look to throw again. He can't find anyone, and that will result in a throwaway. Punt by the Niners was a touchback, and they'll try to march 80 yards to cut the lead, as Walker takes it outside, and there's nowhere to go with this front 7. And it doesn't matter as they get caught with another hold. They also had a false start, making this 1st down even more challenging, and it just got worse. Nick Bosa takes him down for a safety, and the Niners offense gets to go back on the field. Ayuk lined up in the backfield. Handoff goes to him. He gets his legs taken out, and we'll need our defense to come up big again on this 3rd down. McCaffrey rolling out in motion. Purdy snaps. Quick throw. Incomplete. No flags, and the Seahawks get bailed out again. I'm loving how our defense is holding up this 2nd half, but we've only managed to put up 3 points on the board. As Metcalf makes the catch, turns the corner, and that's a good way to jumpstart our offense. Gotta keep this rhythm going to move the chains, but more importantly, finishing this drive that results in the end zone. As Noah Fant makes the catch to move the sticks, and Charles Cross is shaken up after the play. In at left tackle is the veteran George Fant, so we'll see how he fares on Geno's blind side, as Kenneth Walker has his best run of the night going for 7. Seahawks need to get to the 31. Geno with a quick toss, and Noah Fant will haul it in for another conversion. Fant has been pretty reliable when his number is called upon so far this year, as now he'll run out in motion. Geno fires the other direction and finds Tyler Lockett to make it 3rd and 3. And this 3rd quarter will come to an end with a Charbonnet run up the middle to keep this drive moving. This is about the best drive we could ask for, but we've had a hard time finishing it in this game, as Walker gets it on the screen, has a block, and will walk in for the touchdown. Finally finding the end zone, and don't blink just yet, it's a 6-point game. Our 2nd half defense has been much better, and on this 3rd down, that's caught on the outside. Debo with the big grab, and I just hope that our defense isn't running out of gas at this point. And now Kittle gets into the mix. His grab over the middle will get them about 8. Purdy back into a rhythm that we saw earlier in this game. Now he's going for it all, and caught for the touchdown. Another backup tight end to find the end zone, and they'll go back up by 2 possessions. San Fran will try to go for 2 to make it a 2-touchdown game. Handoff McCaffrey. Too easy. 1st and long as the O-line struggles continue. Lockett gonna get it on another pop pass. He's got space running outside the numbers, and our trust in him continues to grow with how well he handled these tough situations. Now on 2nd down, Geno takes a deep shot to Metcalf, who has a step, and it's airmailed. And that was an easy 6 that time, and Smith knew he missed him badly. Tough break as they try to recover and remain relevant in the game. And this time he won't miss Metcalf cutting across, and we really needed that. Now Smith steps up, going to him again, and a diving catch made at the 1. Metcalf has been monstrous and burning Lenore all night, as Walker walks into the end zone, but this one is coming back. Holding penalties has been a thorn on this team's side. And now Walker doesn't even see the ball coming, and it's beginning to fall apart. This drive was so promising, and these penalties just kill us every time. And there is another one, as that's almost picked off. As if it wasn't challenging enough, it's 3rd and 21. Going long to Lockett, and that time he drops it. So sure-handed, but we all know that this drive should have ended with 6 a while back. As Smith throws towards the sidelines, and that's batted down. 4th down. They'll need 21 to finish off with 6. Smith to the end zone. No chance. Turnover on downs. Defense, however, does give us a glimmer of hope as they manage to get us the ball back. And the offense capitalizes as Metcalf makes the catch in stride, and he beats the one-on-one again for another big touchdown. 8-point game, desperately needing this onside kick for a chance, and that was touched way too early by our special teams for a penalty. Defense did make some big stops, and if we keep them out of field goal range, there's still a chance, as McCaffrey will run this up to the 35-yard line. Jake Moody already had 52 earlier, this one for the dagger, and it's right down the middle. Final play of the game, this one is pretty much wrapped up, and a beauty to JSN, but it's far too late for that. Final score 40-29, and I knew coming in winning this game was a low probability. But we had our chances when we made the proper adjustments in the second half, but the consistency of holding calls for this offensive line continues to set us back each time we drive down the field. Gino had a massive game going over 530 yards, which is crazy but not shocking given that we had to throw a lot, and he connected with a bunch of big plays downfield to Metcalf. Walker had 9 attempts in this game, and that's on me. I truly just don't trust my offensive line, and I gotta execute that more in our game plans. Wild game for our receivers. We had 3 guys go over 100 yards, and Metcalf had nearly 200 with 2 scores, but it still wasn't enough. Defensively, Jerome Baker led the team with tackles, and they did play much better in the second half. We also had a bunch of TFLs for a lot of guys. Jaron Reed played out of his mind in this game with 2 sacks, and of course an opening pick 6 by Rayshon Jenkins. Regardless of the effort, this loss pushes us further down in the divisional standings, forcing our hands to make tough decisions going forward. Defensively, we still don't put enough pressure on opposing teams, and we allow a lot of big plays from broken coverages. We can't expect to win much when giving up 40. Critical turnovers and penalties plagued our offense throughout the game, and really throughout the season. But the one plus side is the explosiveness of DK Metcalf, and I think we all agree that when the ball is in his hands, good things will happen. And for our next game, we're going to try and do whatever we can to get him his touches, and 8 catches is reasonable and doable. But going forward, I have to be more committed to run the ball with Kenneth Walker despite the ongoing offensive line struggles. I recognize that the line's issues have made it challenging to execute our ground game effectively, but I can't back down from that plan because we've won games with him being effective. As the Cardinals also win this week, so that means we're last in our division. The trade deadline is coming up soon and will be in our next episode, and I'm gonna sell regardless of whether we win or lose. If we win, I think I will try to remain competitive and trade away some guys to get some late round picks, but if we lose, I think an overhaul can happen with this roster soon. I'm not the type who trades for high draft picks. The trades need to make sense for me to execute them, and really it's a question of whether I would pay for that price for a certain player and contract. The realism is what makes this franchise more fun to play. But that's gonna be all for the episode. We go from one great running back to another in Bijan Robinson. We got a lot riding on this because this game could change the outcome of the entire roster, so don't miss out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying my beatdowns. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Monkey C, and I'm out.